Hello, Ohio. Hello, Cardinals. My understanding also is that this band right here just won the state championship. Best band in Ohio right here in the house. Congratulations. And the football team is in its first playoff game tonight. So the Cardinals got a lot going on right now. And despite all that, the fact that you guys still came out, I'm grateful for. So thank you. You know, no matter how tough times are, we're all in this together. We rise or fall as one nation and as one people. And that spirit has guided this country along its improbable journey for more than 2 centuries. It's carried us through the trials and tribulations of the last 4 years. Remember, in 2008, we were in the middle of 2 wars and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. Today, our businesses have created nearly 5.5 million new jobs. The auto industry is back on top. Home values are on the rise. We're less dependent on foreign oil than any time in the last 20 years. Because of the service and the sacrifice of our brave men and women in uniform. The war in Iraq is over. The war in Afghanistan is winding down. Al-Qaeda is on the run, and Osama bin Laden is dead. So we've made real progress these past 4 years. But Ohio, we're here today because we all know we've got more work to do. I love you back, and we've got more work to do. As long as there's a single American who wants a job and still can't find work, as long as there are families who are working harder and harder but are still falling behind, as long as there's a child anywhere in this country who's languishing in poverty or barred from opportunity, we've got more work to do. Our fight goes on. Our fight goes on because we know this country can't thrive, can't succeed without a growing, strong middle class. Our fight goes on because America's always at its best when everybody gets a fair shot, and everybody's doing their fair share, and everybody's playing by the same rules. That's what we believe. That's why you elected me in 2008, and that's why I'm running for a second term as President of the United States. It's not just a choice between 2 candidates or 2 parties. It's a choice about 2 different visions for America. It's a choice between going back to the top-down policies that crashed our economy or a future that's built on a strong and growing middle class. Well, when you think about the history of our economy, you know, we've always honored the entrepreneurs and the small businessmen, the strivers, the dreamers, the risk takers. You know, they're the driving force behind our free enterprise system, and that's the greatest engine of growth and prosperity the world's ever known. But we also believe that in this country, our businesses do well, markets do well, when everybody's given a shot. When they have a chance, everybody, to get a decent education and learn new skills. When we support research into medical breakthroughs or new technologies. We believe America's stronger when everybody can count on affordable health insurance and Medicare and Social Security. We think America's stronger when there are some rules in place to protect our kids from toxic dumping, to protect consumers from being taken advantage of by unscrupulous credit card companies or mortgage lenders. We think that Washington, has a role to play in making sure that we're creating great infrastructure, roads and bridges in our country so that we can move products and services everywhere. And then we also believe there's some things Washington doesn't need to do. For example, Washington shouldn't control the healthcare choices that women are capable of making for themselves. You've got folks who work at the Jeep plant who've been calling their employers worried, asking if their jobs were being shipped to China. You've heard about this. Everybody heard about this? And the reason they're worried is because Governor Romney's running ads saying that Jeep is shipping jobs to China. There's only one problem. It's not true. Everybody knows it's not true. The car companies themselves told Governor Romney, knock it off. GM said, we think creating jobs in the United States should be a source of bipartisan pride. They don't want this to become some political football on Governor Romney's TV ad. And I couldn't agree more. Look, I understand that Governor Romney's had a tough time here in Ohio because he was against saving the auto industry. It's hard to run away from that position when you're on videotape saying, let's let Detroit go bankrupt. But that's not a justification for running those kinds of ads, because this is not a game. These are people's jobs. These are people's livelihoods. Our car companies, they're putting a lot of effort and time and energy and money into building up and restoring the brand of American cars made in America by American workers. You don't scare hardworking Americans just to scare up some votes. That's not what being a president's all about. Because when you elect a president, you don't know what kinds of emergencies may happen. You don't know what problems he or she may deal with, but you do want to be able to trust your president. You want to know that your president means what he says and says what he means. And after 4 years as president, you know me. You may not agree with every decision I've made. You may at times have been frustrated by the pace of change, but you know what I believe. You know where I stand. You know I tell the truth. And you know I'll fight for you and your families every single day as hard as I know how.